Hey, what's going on there, y'all? My name is Matt Perrin. I am the guitarist and vocalist of the band BUMMER, as well as the drummer and vocalist of the band Big Water. I'm here today to talk to you about some Thrill Jockey records here on Deep Digs. So I feel like I will start this one off with Lightning Bolt's Ride the Skies. Which came out, I believe, in 2001, if I'm correct. I think I first heard this record when I was probably like a sophomore or like a junior in high school. I like vividly remember like listening to it in jazz band for some reason, but this record definitely showed me that like you could get away with just like being ridiculously loud and like just noisy and kind of incoherent in a sense. Like 13 Monsters was like the big hit on that record, but you can look at other tracks, you know, like Rotator, like the last track, which is just like kind of some like crazy sounds like metal scraping together kind of shit. And, you know, you even had, like, those, like, weird interlude tracks, like, you know, like, Into the Mist and stuff. Yeah. It was just, like, a first introduction, like, way back in the day, like, being a kid, being like, damn, you can get away with this shit. People will fucking listen to you if you do shit like this. Like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I definitely got to start it with that one, you know, so it goes way back. I don't think I give it as many plays as I should nowadays, but like, you know, fuck it. Maybe I'll listen to it tonight while I watch the Olympics. Alright, so for my second choice, I'm gonna go with Doubl Dagger's More. Now, this record came out in 2009. And I was 14 years old in 2009, so I definitely don't think I was fucking with it then. Though, give it about 10 years, and I was definitely fucking with it at that point. This record is cool as shit. It's like weird, developed, art school dropout MySpace rock. The grooves are like really like melodic and thoughtful, but they also like fuck really hard. And it's also just like kind of the time in the way that like it sounds and the way like all the songs are shaped and shit. It's sassy as fuck, but it's like also just like weirdly groovy. But I definitely got into this band because the drummer, Denny Bowen, played guitar and vocals in that band Room Runner, this band right here, which I fucking loved as a teenager so much that my 18-year-old ass got this, a fucking tattoo of that record I just showed you. So, as you can tell, I definitely am like into that Denny Bowen discography, and that Doubl Dagger record is definitely a top one for me. For my third pick, I'm gonna go with iFly's Double R. It's got fucking riffs. It's as simple as that. Shit hits hard. Got some boys here. You know what I mean? Jake, Pat, those guys, fun as hell to talk to. We had a chance to play with them with Torch here in Kansas City. We just kind of kicked it off. We had a blast. They slept in my house. We did some weird shit. Watched some pretty bad YouTube videos. Probably ate some like ice cream. It was gnarly. Some real like top of the line shit. Top of the line shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really fuck with that record. It goes hard. It slaps. It's good shit. Let's go on tour sometime. Give me a call. Now the next record I got on my list is very near and dear to my heart, and it is the Upper Wilds' Mars. This record is fucking gnarly. I found this record working one day at Mills Record Company. This was probably three-ish 3-ish years ago. I don't remember when this one came out. It was like, it was in the new releases. I saw it back then. The Thrill Jockey records came in those like weirdly sealed, those like, you know, the resealable sleeves and shit like that. They always stuck out, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know, the red cover, I saw it. We usually tried to play new releases, and I put on this record, and I was like, what the fuck is up with this distorted whistling shit? And it's cool as shit. I fuck with this record. I fuck with this record so hard. This shit is so cool. It just reminds me of like yacht rock in space. Not space rock, but yacht rock in space. It's like heavy as fuck. It's fuzzy. It's huge. It's got these like massive hooks, these huge melodies, but then it's just like all pop. It's all fucking pop. The third or fourth track on here, Hellraiser. Hellcoder, the second track. That shit fucking slaps. Listen to this record. It reminds me a lot of this band called Muscle Worship, in a sense of the way it's just like really huge, but it's got this like really beautiful pop formula to it. Yeah, so check that record out, because they actually just came out with another record like a week or two ago. Yeah, this is good shit. Like, this band is cool. I would love to see this band live one day. He hums into a box and it makes this like crazy distorted whistle, and it's fucking dope as hell. Fucking dope as hell. Like, this shit's cool, man. The only gripe I have with this is on the newest record, every song is titled Love Song, and so because I listen to this album all the time, I don't know which one is my favorite track. I just know it's on the B-side. Fuck with this band. It's really tight. So for my fifth and final pick, I think I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close it out with the Tortoise Standard CD. Not the record, the CD, because I only own the CD, and the actual CD's in my car, so I actually only have this is only the jacket. So forgive me, take what you will. It's Tortoise. Like, what do you want me to say? I mean, it's Tortoise. It's Tortoise. It's Tortoise. It's Tortoise. It's Tortoise. It's Tortoise. I mean, it's Tortoise. Like, what do you want me to say? I got introduced to Tortoise when I was in high school, so I really started listening to standards, I think around, yeah, when I was probably like 17. It was like a big step into like that whole world of like just like really low-key groove, ambient oriented music that I like really started getting into. You know, like with Tortoise came Isotope 217, and then I was listening to like Helvati and like Pimback and Heavy Vegetable before that, and like Euphone, and then I got really into Duster, and you know, just like it goes on and on. So Tortoise definitely was like a really big like bridge into that world, which I'm very appreciative to. I had the pleasure of being able to see Tortoise in 2013 with my friend Carly, and I still to this day, it's like one of the best live sets I've ever had the chance to see. I have a lot of respect for it, so that's just definitely an old favorite. And then I guess while I'm here, I should talk about how I even got here. And that's thanks to this Bummer body split that Thrill Jockey just, you know, happened to put their blessing upon and let us do with Chip and Lee. So I really appreciate that, and everybody involved. It's kind of like a weird story about how this happened. We're playing at Riot Room, the patio at Riot Room. If you're not from Kansas City, playing the patio in Riot Room, it's kind of weird because you're like playing outside in like a smaller area while there's a bigger show going on inside. But that same night, Hot Snakes was playing for like the first time in Kansas City, like across the city. So it was just kind of like, what is going on here? But regardless, we played the show with him, and then like Lee came up to me after the show and was like, hey man, we should do a split. I thought that dude was just joshing me, you know? I know what show joshing sounds like. Pretty close to that show joshing kind of ensemble you get from a lot of people, but hey, that guy followed up, man. He got my number. He texted me. He made that shit happen. So kudos to you, Lee. You're a fucking G. That rhymes, and you can thank me. Because of that, I guess that's why I'm here today. You know, and also that whole thing happened because, you know, we had the chance to play with the Body like a handful of times. Like, first time I played with Body, I was like 17 years old, man. Playing in the basement of this house venue called the Middle East. Lee gave me a free shirt that day. He was like, yeah, you can have it. I was stoked on it, man. So, it's just kind of funny, like, how, you know, like, time does its thing. And he was right, man. Only time. But, yeah, I mean, and I'm sitting here now, you know. Here I am on Thrill Jockey Records, and I'm gonna put out this record. It's called Dead Horse. It's 11 rock songs. It's pretty beefy. So, you know, if you like beef, audible beef, check it out. If you don't like audible beef, if you like light music, I probably would recommend not listening to it. It might make you feel unpleasant. That's just my warning. Please don't sue me. Regardless, thanks y'all for letting me ramble on about some Thrill Jockey records here today on Deep Digs. Like I said before, my name is Matt Perrin and I play in a band called BUMMER. We're putting out a new record called Dead Horse on Thrill Jockey Records out on October 1st. You can probably listen to some songs or pre-order it, and a link that they probably have somewhere or in this video. Couldn't really tell you, I'm going to leave that one up to them. I really hope to see you all soon, so please get vaccinated. Thanks again, have a good one.